Hi, Tim Horschler, New Voyager Trading with another version of Tim Talks. And today we're going to be talking about mounting the optional jumbo flyer on the Kromski Minstrel wheel. For those who have these wheels that are a few years old, maybe even 9 or 10 months old from today's date, you're going to have to do some adaptation to the base of the mother of all here, where the front maiden hole goes through the base here, in order to allow you to change in and out the jumbo posts. So you're going to end up with two posts here, your jumbo and your regular one, and they have to be able to come in and out easily. The Kromskis have attached to the front maiden in several different ways here on the Minstrel over time. On this one, you'll see that it has a screw and a washer here going up through the base into the front maiden. And this type of wheel with this screw in is going to be a little easier to adapt than the older version, which was simply had a hole in the base here, and the maiden was put in and glued. So getting that out is what we're going to have to work on, making sure we have a clean hole for the maiden post to go in and out of. You'll see on the bottom of it there's no screw, nothing there that is to secure the post from the bottom side. So we'll do the Minstrel that has the screw on it first, and should be the easiest one to do. And then we'll move on to the one where we have to remove that post because it's glued into. So the first thing we want to do is remove this screw and washer down here and see whether this maiden post now comes out easily. Okay, now we've got it unscrewed here, and let's see here. This will rotate, and it does come out real easy. You can keep the leather on this, but we're going to be replacing the wood part of this, so keep the leather as a backup bushing bearing on the front here, and you can throw away the wood part. What we want to do now is examine this, and if you look down through here, you'll see where that wood screw came up, but there was no effort made to necessarily put it right smack dab in the middle of that maiden post. And in mine, it's slightly off to the side. And what we want to do now is get that hole and make sure that we have a new hole, a larger hole, smack dab in the middle of this drilled in area into the mother of all base. And you can do this typically with a hand drill or a drill press. We're going to use a press here this morning. You need a 9/16 inch spade bit, or some other bit that you feel comfortable using. But this is what a spade bit looks like. 9/16, so that's the diameter of this hole that we'll work with. And I've got one chucked up here in the drill press. What we're going to do is just go down through the top, and you see these spade bits have this long pointed part that's smack dab in the middle too. What we're going to do is put that down through the hole so that just a little bit of this comes through the bottom side, and that'll show us where the center is there. And you don't want to drill all the way through. Don't do that. If you do, then you're going to have to use a larger washer down here. So if you goof up in this step, there's still a way to recover. Let me put this on the drill press, and we'll get her lined up here. So this is how I do it here. I've got a clamp to the table and make sure it's very steady. I've got the bit down into that hole already. That tells me that it's centered. All right, and you can rotate this around a little bit just to test it. And now what we want to do, I've set the depth on this so it will not drill all the way through here. It's just going to create a hole on the bottom side of it. We can turn that and I take it down to where I've set the bottom part of it. Let's see what we have here. On the bottom side we have a hole now, and it's in the middle. And what we're going to use next is a 1/4 inch bit of some sort. And you can do this from the bottom side, but you simply want to drill that out. It'll be in the center now, and that'll allow you then to take your new maiden posts and put them down through there. Let's go ahead and do that step. And I'm going to do it by hand. I'm going to come through this side here, but and perhaps you can see here, but we've got a nice hole through here, and on the back side as well. You can sand that up just a little bit to get rid of those wood particles. But now we can take our maiden post and slip her down in there. And using the washer and your knurled thumb screw, we're going to pull that down in there. The first couple times it might be a little snugger than you like. We're going to make sure it's parallel with the back, tighten it up, and there you have it. And now you'll be able to change back to the regular maiden post as you go forward. So you can see this one is a little bit easier, but basically we're going to be doing the same with the frame here that comes off of an older Kromski Minstrel wheel. And here the first thing we want to do is we want to remove the majority of this post, and we're going to cut it off. We want a nice flat surface here to work with to drill through. What we're going to be doing is using the drill to remove this glued in wood that's in the hole. So